Hi everyone, it's Amy D, and I am super excited to share with you today about words. Words are so important. What comes out of your mouth is so important. It's actually even more important than what goes in your mouth. I know that sounds totally crazy in this world today, but I would swear on it. So, even if you're eating something that is filled with PHOs or GMOs or anything else, believe me, I'm not saying go out there and eat a bunch of junk food. I'm not saying that. But if you were to talk to your food kindly and tell it to heal your body and healthfully work with your body, if it's something that you have to eat or if it's a desire that you have to fulfill, like a piece of chocolate or a croissant or something like that, right? Then you communicate with it and you say, this is going to be the best croissant I ever possibly could put in my body, and it's going to sustain me throughout the day, giving me energy and life and making me feel really, really good, right? Something like that. But what comes out of your mouth is more important than what goes in your mouth. And the reason I'm saying this is, and I'm still going to advocate for eating healthfully and eating lots of greens before noon and all the things that I preach and ask you all to do, but it is so important that what you speak does become your reality. It will materialize into the world that you have created. And we so often don't recognize the words that come out of our mouth, specifically around money, right? I have no money, I can't afford that, it's not going to work for me. No, it's just not in the budget right now. Or not yet, right? Rather than, I have no money. Well, of course you have no money because you keep on saying you have no money. What about, I'm working towards attaining that, or I'm working towards creating this kind of money in my bank account, or you want to focus on what it is that you want rather than what you don't want. The other thing that I hear all the time is that people just start to spatter out things from their mouth, and it's kind of unkind. It also might be something that doesn't necessarily promote health. Okay, so if you say I am sick, then you're declaring I am sick. The body's never sick. The body's just detoxing. So if you communicate with it and separate it from the soul, because the soul is always perfect. So if you communicate it differently and separate that differently and say I am the soul, not the body, then you're not declaring that you're sick. And then your body is able to process that illness much faster, or process whatever that foreign substance is, like stress, right? Or something that's unhealthy, a cold, whatever it might look like, much faster. Okay, it's the same thing with pain. If you focus on the pain, like think about a child who just falls and then looks around to get some kind of external stimuli to validate the fact that they just fell and that they should cry. If you validate that child and, oh my gosh, are you okay? Oh no, then they start crying. But watch, if you don't validate them, they won't cry because they don't actually even know that it's so bad. They can dust it off and continue to play. This is what I'm talking about. What comes out of your mouth is so important. So I'm asking you all to intentionalize your day. Spend 24 hours. Here is your challenge. Spend 24 hours and think about everything that comes out of your mouth. There was a movie called Yes Man. I just saw it on a plane and it was phenomenal, with Jim Carrey. And he said yes to everything. And the whole purpose of this exercise was not so that he could build shelves for his neighbor and say yes to all these things he didn't want to do, but so that he could start to actually develop this caring, loving, and intentionalize what it was that he was doing, why he was saying yes, so that he could develop an understanding, a feeling, and attach that to what he was doing. So I'm asking you to do the same thing by intentionalizing the words that come out of your mouth. So think about what you're saying before you say it, because it will create energy and it will solidify into your world, creating exactly maybe what you don't want rather than what you do want. And just notice how things will shift. So by doing this for 24 hours, think about one thing that you want to see have happen and focus on it, 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 focus on it. I'm going to ask you to keep on focusing on that one thing and say it out loud, whatever it is. Use your words to materialize this into existence. That is your challenge. And then please comment and tell me how this exercise went because it is so much fun to create your own reality, and your words are thoughts that have processed in your brain and then come out your mouth, and they become things and they materialize into your experience. This is a realized journey. Okay, so see how being intentional can create being the positive reflection that you want to see in the world. Until next time.